Massachusetts. Now in the ring are mare Uloma MG, who is by Farrigton by Goodtimes, accompanied by her mare Frauloma MG, who was the #1 dressage first premium filly at the Finance KWPN Curry. Now I'm going to hand over the microphone to Connelly as give you a description of mare and foal.
Good morning, everybody. It's wonderful to see you all here at this beautiful event. And we have in front of us the majestic gate Uloma MG, who's the mother, and Frauloma MG, who is the baby. The baby is 4.5 months old and was bred at Majestic Gates. Rick Hickerson is holding the baby, and Phil is holding Uloma. Both of these horses were bred at Majestic Gates. Majestic Gates has an outstanding record. They've been breeding the top 5 elite premium and sport horses since 1985. This year, all of their foals received first premium at the Curry. The Curry is the testing. And they received the highest point award for mature jumper, young dressage, and young jumper horses at New England KWPN. The KWPN is the National Dutch Registry. Their foal, Fraucordia, was #1 jumper foal in the United States. Here today, Uloma is by Farrigton, and the stallion that Majestic Gates has, that one of the stallions is so special, is Schroeder. Now you're going to watch Phil trot Uloma for you, and you'll see her move in Frauloma. Well, look at the movement of that foal. Frauloma is going to stay with her mother, and Phil is a very experienced handler. He shows many horses at Devon for people in other places in the country. And if you notice, he has to be very clever about where he stands because the foal thinks only about the mother, not about Phil, as we can see right here. And look at the exceptional hind leg movement of the mother Uloma. You look for that in the breeding for horses who are going to be able to have pied passage. And this mare has enormous talent for that. Look at the baby do flying changes for you there. And the mothers often do that with their babies, but notice they don't connect. They have to have a little space of their own because the babies spend a lot of time biting and kicking the mother. This baby is pretty brave. It's going to be a big foal. This baby, Frauloma MG, is for sale, and Majestic Gates information and sales have been passed out with your program. So if you're interested in looking at their website or finding out more about this baby, well, that didn't bother the baby, and that one connected. Schroeder, who is the stallion, who is the father of this baby, was selected through national selection trials to go to the championships for 6-year-olds in Lamplight, Illinois. His scores were in the 80th percentile, which is a very terrific result for a young horse. And we want to congratulate Mackenzie Wendell on a beautiful job done in the riding of Schroeder at this particular event. The mare is the most important in the breeding because so many of the traits that the foal takes are from the mare. The Dutch national stallion testing happens in February in Holland at 's-Hertogenbosch, and the Dutch have the strictest breeding program in the world. They only approve 20 to 25 stallions a year. 16,000 to 20,000 foals are born a year in Holland. Of course, they're not all stallions, but nevertheless, the German breeds approve hundreds of stallions, And again, the Dutch only approved 20 to 25, so they're very selective. Another thing that I think is very interesting, wow, look at Phil. He moves quite well too. Good job, Phil. Just 2 more hours, Phil. That's a very well-behaved mare. And now the baby's halting at G.
Pirouette.
But the confirmation, the mother really threw a beautiful confirmation to this foal, and it looks like this little Frauloma MG here is going to have a very exciting future. We really appreciate Majestic Gates making the effort to come here and show us their magnificent horses. Now let's have to try to catch Frauloma. Another interesting point is that the Dutch and the Germans have the most successful dressage horses in the world. When you watch the World Games or the Olympic Games, it's about 50-50 Dutch and German horses. In the Second World War, even though the Dutch were occupied, there was a lot of cross-breeding going on with the Dutch horses and the German horses, meaning the Dutch went to the Germans to cross-breed. So there's a lot of Holsteiner and German blood in many of the Dutch horses. And in the last, especially 10 years of competition, the Dutch horses have really come up in the index. And at the last World Games, the top several horses were Dutch horses. So we take one last look at these beautiful horses, and they're looking at you. With a nice round of applause. We'll get a little more action from the horses.
Well done, and also to Phil for assisting, as well as thank you to Connelly for that informed commentary.